Hi, I'm Kathleen Richardson. I'm the founder of the Urban Farmhouse Market Café, and we are in Richmond, Virginia, in an historic area called Scott's Addition.
I come to Urban Farmhouse probably once a month.
I like to bring my dog on the patio.
It's very inviting and friendly.
The coffee normally smells pretty good.
Yeah, I am addicted to coffee, but I also like their food. The turkey Havarti with cranberry salsa is exceptionally good.
I've had the lentil soup before, which is really good.
My favorite menu item would have to be their seasonal grilled cheese. They use a Vermont white cheddar that's really sharp and strong and tastes really good. I love it.
I grew up in Richmond, but I moved around the country for about 20 years. I worked for big companies like McDonald's for about 15 years and worked for other category leaders, Panera and Starbucks. And then about 7 or 8 years ago, decided to move back to Richmond. When I took the opportunity to move back to Richmond to start the Urban Farmhouse, the idea was to take the things that I'd learned at all the various companies I'd worked for, but do that in a way that the food that was offered would be better for you. Nothing significantly different, an array of sandwiches and salads and coffees and smoothies and so forth, but better for you without preservatives, without additives. We deliberately decided that when we were going to make smoothies, or what we call farm frost, that with all natural ingredients, that we weren't going to do anything above a 16-ounce size. Because when you have 16 ounces of cream and fruit and juice, that's a lot of calories, and it's certainly sufficient for most people. And so even though there might have been greater opportunities, for profit, it just didn't seem to make sense. So we kind of stayed with that, and that seems to have worked for us. For almost all of our salads, salad dressings, sandwich ingredients, we either prepare or cut here on the premises. That to me is a difference that I feel is important in defining fast casual. I knew that the environment was very important, and so I wanted to create an environment with Urban Farmhouse where folks would also feel very comfortable sitting and hanging out. And I think that's what we've been able to do. One of the other cool things that we were able to do, besides using local farmers, producers, is local artisans that might be producing local beer, local chocolates. Our beer is generally local or craft beer. There's some great craft beers around the country, although there are a whole bunch here in Richmond, and we sell that as well. All of our wines have to be what we call OBSL. So they have to be through a third party certified organic, or have biodynamic or sustainable growing practices, or they have to be local to Virginia. But one of the unique things about Urban Farmhouse is we don't necessarily do limited time offers, and that's something we did a lot of when I worked at McDonald's. But what we do here is we change our menus 7 times a year, and that's been developed on the Virginia growing calendar. So things like asparagus, maybe a little bit of arugula or chives, which was some of the early crop, is on the menu. Something that's part of our standard fare that doesn't change year-round, one of our more popular sandwiches, it's called a Q Blue, and it's sort of a take on Buffalo Blue because that's actually a flavor that I really liked. So I worked with a chef actually to develop that flavor. We roast our chicken here, and we marinate it in hot sauce so it gets that sort of Q flavor, and then we make our own blue kind of spread for that with making our own creme fraiche, and that's a very popular sandwich that we sell all year. I think a challenge for us, because of the type of concept we are and because we're smaller, we love using local, but it's definitely more work. Because you're working with this local for this one product and this local, doing that for 20 different products versus being able to call up one distributor and getting all of that there. It's time consuming, it's a lot of paperwork, but it's kind of who we are. We can't be any different. I personally kind of love it because it allows us to showcase so much local, or what's kind of the newest things that are out there, to think about how to continually to keep yourself fresh and new. in this industry is like really important, and that's a mechanism for us to do that.